Okay, so get ready, because the world of Panem is back. And this time, we're diving deep into the story of one of its most fascinating, mysterious, and tragic figures.
That's right, Suzanne Collins is taking us all back to Panem with a brand new prequel, Sunrise on the Reaping. And let me tell you, the announcement alone promises another intense, unforgettable journey right back into the dark heart of the Hunger Games. But this story, well, it's not about Katniss Everdeen. Nope. We're going way back to explore the origin of her cynical, broken, but ultimately brilliant mentor, a young Haymitch Abernathy. Yeah, we're jumping back 24 years before the original trilogy even begins. We're going to meet the boy behind the man, just a teenager from District 12, trying to survive and protect the girl he loved. But here's the thing. This wasn't just any Hunger Games, not by a long shot. As fate would have it, Haymitch was reaped for the 50th Games, an event known across Panem as the Second Quarter Quell. So what is a Quarter Quell exactly? Well, you can think of it as the Capitol turning the cruelty dial up to 11. It's a twisted anniversary edition designed to remind the districts that just when they think things can't get worse, oh, they absolutely can. And the rule for the 50th Hunger Games, Haymitch's Games, was brutally simple. They doubled the number of tributes. That means 48 children were sent into the arena.
Just try to imagine that. Your district, which is already poor and struggling, now has to send 4 kids to their likely deaths instead of the usual 2. The odds of survival? Just poof, slashed in half.
And as if that wasn't bad enough, the Capitol even weaponized the environment itself. The arena for the 50th Games looked like a paradise, right? Wrong. It was a beautiful trap where almost everything, from the water you drank to the berries you picked, was designed to kill you, a living laboratory for pure horror. You'd think winning would be the end of the nightmare, right? A happy ending? No. Winning these games didn't save Haymitch. It completely destroyed him. His victory came at a cost you can barely imagine. And this quote, wow, it just captures that absolute rock-bottom despair he was thrown into. He was forced to ask himself, when you've been set up to lose everything you love, what is there possibly left to fight for?
So, how in the world did he pull it off? Well, Haymitch didn't just outlast 47 other tributes, he outsmarted the game makers themselves. He used his charm, formed a key alliance, and then, and this is the genius part, he did the unthinkable. He found a flaw in the arena's force field and turned the Capitol's own weapon against them. He won by making a complete mockery of their power. And for that act of defiance, for outsmarting them, the price was absolute. His victory wasn't met with riches, it was met with the systematic murder of everyone he had ever loved. President Snow made sure his triumph would feel like the most profound loss imaginable. So, you see, this story is so much more than just a tragic backstory. It's the missing puzzle piece. It's the vital link in the entire saga that helps the whole picture of Panem's rebellion finally click into place. It fits perfectly right here, bridging that huge gap between young Coriolanus Snow's rise to power in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and the era of Katniss Everdeen, where an old, tyrannical President Snow rules with an iron fist. And this is the key. Right here. Out of all that unimaginable tragedy, a promise was born. A mission fueled by the memory of everyone he lost to one day see the whole rotten system fall. This is what turns him into the mentor we know, the one who, 24 years later, is ready to do whatever it takes to help spark a revolution. Okay, so with all of that context, let's talk about the big question. Is this the right book for you? Who is this story really for? Look, if you're already invested in this world, if you're a longtime fan who has always wondered what could have possibly broken Haymitch so completely, then this is a no-brainer. It is practically required reading. It's for all the world-building nerds out there. But I do have to give you a heads up. This is not a light read. It is an emotionally heavy, brutal story. And while the heart of it is new, the structure itself, reaping, training, arena, will feel pretty familiar. So it's probably not the best place to start if you're brand new to Panem. Yeah, at the end of the day, this is a story for the dedicated fan. Its true power, the emotional gut punch, comes from knowing the broken man Haymitch will become, and finally, heartbreakingly, understanding why.
And I think this quote just nails it. This book completely reframes one of the series' most beloved characters. It turns a story from just a simple tragedy into this secret 24-year-long promise that he's been trying to keep.
Which really leaves us with one final thing to think about, right? Does knowing the story of this dark sunrise completely change how you see the final dawn of the revolution that he helped create?